Good morning, Amazon. Amazon. Flash briefing.
Jamie, getting your flash briefing. In NPR News.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Corva Coleman. The heavy rain has eased in New England, but not the danger from flooding. Vermont remains under a state of emergency amid catastrophic flooding damage. Water may overtop a dam near the capital, Montpelier. Parts of downtown Montpelier are already underwater. Other parts of Vermont have been cut off by flooding. The sudden heavy rain has been shocking. NASA's Gavin Schmidt says because of global warming, the atmosphere is holding more water.
When it rains, when we get that water vapor condensing into clouds and then rain, it can be more intense. There can be more rain happening when it rains.
Flash flooding killed a woman in New
Really?
York this
Who
week.
knew? More
Several
rain
months ago,
will happen
the
when
White
it
House
rains.
began warning about
Huh,
an
wow.
emerging
Thanks,
illegal
bro.
drug threat in the U.S. The
Knew
veterinary
that they had you
tranquilizer
talking for some
xylazine
reason.
was being combined with fentanyl, resulting in more overdose deaths. NPR's Deepa Shivaram says the Biden administration is now detailing a plan to address the problem.
The new plan from the Office of National Drug Control Policy will beef up testing, tracking, and treatment for drugs laced with xylazine. Dr. Rahul Gupta, the director of the office, says
What are you gonna
xylazine
do,
has now
go
been
as a dealer?
detected in nearly every state.
We thought fentanyl was dangerous. Fentanyl combined with xylazine is even deadlier.
The administration says it will also work to determine where xylazine, better known as tranq, is coming from, and how to control regulation of the substance.
Mexico border, not
Gupta
Canada.
says federal agencies will inform him of how they will implement the plan in the next couple of months. Deepa Shivaram, NPR News, Washington.
Federal regulators say they're ordering Bank of America to pay more than $100 million to customers. That's for double dipping on some fees, opening some accounts without customers' agreement, and keeping back some reward bonuses. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau says the bank will pay about $150 million in fines. Ukraine's president is heading to the NATO summit in Lithuania today as the alliance discusses a membership path for his country. NPR's Joanna Kakissis reports from Kyiv.
In a message posted to social media, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said it would be absurd for NATO not to admit Ukraine. He said continued uncertainty over Ukraine's membership is motivation for Russia to, quote, continue its terror. Uncertainty is weakness, he wrote. Zelensky says he's received signals that NATO allies want to add conditions to Ukraine's membership invitation and that they're refusing to commit to a timetable for his country's entry. Zelensky's pessimism contrasts with his foreign minister's upbeat assessment on Monday that NATO allies appeared poised to shorten Ukraine's path to membership.
Until you do
Kakissis,
something.
NPR News,
Right.
Kyiv.
On Wall Street, the Dow is up 138 points. It's NPR. Iowa Republican Governor Kim Reynolds has ordered the state legislature back into a special session. Their sole issue is a proposed near-total ban on abortion. Governor Reynolds tried to have a prior abortion ban enforced, but the Iowa Supreme Court deadlocked on the ban, allowing abortion access to continue. In Israel, protesters are blocking major highways after Parliament gave initial approval to a controversial bill weakening the powers of the judiciary. Police have arrested dozens of protesters and used a water cannon to clear people off the highway. NPR's Daniel Estrin reports from the
Zelensky, not on
protest
TV.
in Tel Aviv.
Right. You gotta jump in front of the camera. I'm over here, I'm over
Policemen
here.
on horseback charged through a crowd of protesters. Protesters are planning demonstrations at the
Look at me,
airport
look at me.
and outside the U.S. Embassy to pressure President Biden to get involved. Demonstrators are upset about the right-wing government's attempt to pass a law restricting courts from intervening when they deem a government appointment or decision to be unreasonable. Protester Ofer Schoenberger.
It's a significant step downward for Israel. And this is what brings everybody out to the streets.
Israel's National Labor Union is threatening a countrywide strike, but the government is determined to pass the law this month. It says the courts are too liberal with too much power over elected officials. Daniel Estrin, NPR News, Tel Aviv.
Authorities in Nepal say 6 people have died in a helicopter crash northeast of the capital, Kathmandu. 5 of the victims were from Mexico. The helicopter was operated by a
too many
tourist
people
company
up in
that
there,
takes
right?
people aloft to see Mount Everest. This is
Mount
NPR.
Everest.
The Hey, it's Aisha Harris from Pop Culture Happy Hour.
Forget this,
If you
Aisha.
love NPR podcasts,
Bye,
you'll want the new
Aisha.
NPR Plus
Amazon.
podcast bundle.
Skip.
In NASA news,
Little Ice
NASA
Cube
will host a
reference.
media teleconference at
Bye,
10 a.m.
Felicia.
EDT on Tuesday,
Aisha.
July 18th, to discuss the next science investigations bound for the International Space Station aboard Northrop Grumman's Cygnus spacecraft on the company's 19th commercial resupply mission for NASA. NASA has awarded Axiom Space and Collins Aerospace task orders under existing contracts to advance spacewalking capabilities in low Earth orbit, as well as moonwalking services for Artemis missions.
Like Michael Jackson at the moon.
NASA is commemorating the first year of science and discoveries from the agency's James Webb Space Telescope, the largest, most powerful, and most complex space telescope ever built. To celebrate the anniversary, multiple events will take place online and live across the U.S. Media accreditation now is open for the launch of NASA's 7th rotational mission of the SpaceX Dragon Crew spacecraft and Falcon 9 rocket to the International Space Station. In weather. Currently, in Seattle it's 60 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly cloudy skies. Today, you can expect partly sunny weather, with a high of 75 degrees and a low of 56 degrees. From
All right,
NASA.
Amazon.
Now,
Off. Amazon. Tell us the word. What is the word LIVE?
from wonderhowto.com. Live as an adjective can mean
Live.
something is happening
No,
now,
it's live.
or that something is alive.
Amazon. Say live. Can you do that?
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Yeah, okay. She'll probably only say a live. How can I make her do this? Amazon. Amazon. What's the definition of live?
As a verb, live is usually defined as to have life, as an organism, be alive, be capable of vital functions. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for live.
No, I don't want a definition for live. I want a definition for life, which is like live roll the footage, man. Nobody said anything about live except you. Anyways, that wasn't joke enough. So, Amazon, tell us a joke.
Why did the whale cross the ocean? To get to the other side.
Get to the other tide. Oh boy. Alright. You're assuming that they love riding the tides. Which they probably do. Alright, everyone, enjoy your, what is this? Wednesday, Amazon. What's today?
It's Tuesday, July
Tuesday.
11th.
Alright. Happy Tuesday, Fat Tuesday, I don't know, but peace out, enjoy, sunshine if you can.